As Chief Marshal, I declare open these matriculation exercises in the year of the college's founding, the 148th, and in the year of our Lord, the 2020th. Let us stand for the invocation. Gentlemen, remove your caps.
Will you please join me in the invocation? Gracious God, with joy we join together to celebrate and make promises to one another this day. As some look back to times past and others look to times yet to come, we rejoice in this opportunity to become members of the Lyon family. We thank you for the new skills and the opportunity this year brings, and we are especially grateful for the ability to study and the gift to do so at Lyon. Help us remember the promises we will make today throughout our time of study, and always help us to discern what is right and just and good. Amen.
Hello, future graduates of 2024. My name is Kristen Towery, and as Student Government President, it is with the utmost honor that I welcome you into the Lyon community on behalf of the student body. If I could describe the 2020 year in one word, it would be challenging. With the introduction of the novel coronavirus, a threat descended on the world that shook all of our lives. For the upperclassmen, it meant packing up for home and saying heartbreaking goodbyes to our friends halfway through the spring semester. For you, it meant missing traditional proms, graduations, and all the rights that should be afforded to you as graduating high school seniors. We all faced a multitude of unexpected challenges, but we weathered the storm then and we continue to now. As I reflect on the Lyon experience, I can't help but also think of the word challenging. But a different kind of challenging, a good challenge, a challenge full of love, kindness, and faith. Your professors will challenge you to learn how to think critically, to think differently, and frankly, to think better. Staff will challenge you to engage in activities and programs you never saw yourself doing. Your peers will challenge you to study and live with integrity through our student-led Honor Council and Social Council. And I'm speaking from personal experience here. The friends you create here will challenge you to try to do extraordinary things, will challenge you to become your true self, and will challenge you to work the hardest that you ever have in your entire life. Trust me, I can't help but be incredibly inspired every single day by my friends and peers. Of course, they will also challenge you to have the most fun of your life during some of the most stressful moments and challenge you to make memories that you will always be able to remember fondly throughout your life. I can wholeheartedly promise you that if you choose to accept all of these challenges, you will come out of Lyon with much more than a degree. Everyone here, the faculty, staff, and students, truly come together to ensure each student who leaves here, if willing, will leave with lifelong friends and mentors, life lessons, and an education that created a scholar. However, I don't think I need to make that promise to this class. I think you have already showed us that you are a class who perseveres. Even before you entered our community, you learned and exemplified our motto, perseverance conquers all, God willing. You adapted to our current situation with extraordinary creativity, organizing virtual proms and drive-by graduation parties. You inspire me, and you inspire our student body. But if you happen to get weary on taking on challenges, please remember that everything great starts with only one first step, and that everyone here is always willing to help you carry your challenges if only you ask. On behalf of the student body, I would also like to welcome you home. Even though we are not able to be together on our lovely campus, I hope you are still able to call Lyon home, because it is not our dorms that make Lyon home, it is the people, and it is our community. We all have the utmost faith that you will succeed in your time here, impact our community, and accomplish great things.
Good morning. I'm David Groves, the men's soccer coach and president of the staff assembly. On behalf of the staff, I want to welcome each of you to Lyon College, and we look forward to meeting you all in person once this pandemic subsides. This is a new experience for all of us, but please know that the staff at Lyon are committed to supporting your needs. We are committed to helping you navigate different obstacles as you begin your academic endeavors remotely. You will begin to form relationships with people from various backgrounds and individuals from all walks of life. Those relationships will only go stronger with time, and you will begin to see what makes Lyon so special. Be sure to put yourself out there, cultivate those relationships, and show gratitude to those individuals that help you. For some, that'll be easier than others. Many of us prefer our own comforts. But don't be nervous to ask questions, to seek guidance, and if you make a mistake, to admit you made a mistake. The community here will take care of you as long as you're true to yourself and you display good character. It is always an exciting experience starting a new chapter in your life, and make certain that you start the semester on the right foot. As we stay in sports, the game is always easier when you're ahead. Welcome to Lyon, and go Scots.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Dave Thomas. I'm the president of the Faculty Assembly. And on behalf of the faculty, I wish to welcome you to Lyon College under these somewhat unusual times. Normally, there would be a lot of you here in front of me in the seats, and I would be able to meet many of you in person by now. Be assured that what we do is unchanged. We are still primarily a faculty of teachers. We do research, we do art, we write, we speak, but we are primarily teachers, and we are here for you. Keep in mind that even though many of us look the worse for a few years, we were once in your position. Every single one of us was once a college student. And though times have changed, we went through pretty much the same thing that you're going through. The excitement, the uncertainty, the newness, the strangeness. This is all the same thing we went through many years ago for many of us. Be assured that we are here for you. Even though it may be a virtual meeting, come see us. Many of us have what we call an open door policy. If our door is open, you can come in and talk with us. Well, that's going to change a little bit, but it's still true. If you need to talk with one of us, send us an email, send us a text. Let us know that you need some help, and we will be here. And again, welcome. Welcome to Lyon College. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the matriculation ceremony of Lyon College. I'm Joey King, the college president, and I want to welcome you to this very important ceremony where we celebrate the beginning of your experience at Lyon. I'm sorry to say that we're having to do this virtually, but once we get back on campus, all these ceremonies are going to be a lot more fun. I am looking forward to this semester. I think we can do very well with the way we have organized it, and I'm very optimistic about the future. As we move forward into matriculation, I want to talk to you about what this ceremony means. It is the traditional beginning of your study at a college or university. It's the bookend of commencement, which we will be doing in person in 4 years. So I think that this beginning of your Lyon College experience is important in many ways. I think you'll find that college is quite a bit different from your high school experience. You'll find that your professors are more mentors than teachers, and you'll find a place in this scholarly community that is perhaps very different from what you've experienced in your high school. We really believe in scholarship at Lyon College, and the cornerstone of that belief is in the honor system. That's the system by which the students themselves maintain honor amongst their cohort and with their peers, and that is the basis for this matriculation ceremony. We today will celebrate the honor system and scholarship and what it means to all of us. So thank you for joining us, and again, welcome to Lyon College.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, and upper-class students of Lyon College, it is my honor to welcome you to this community of learning. The motto of this institution reminds you that perseverance conquers all, God willing. And I urge you to remember this as you continue your journey toward fulfilling your personal promise and potential. Let me add my voice to others who have already told you that the road to success is long, tortuous, and on easy days, merely challenging. On the hard days, that road will seem almost impassable and will require you to examine anew many previously held beliefs and to confront the fact that your level of understanding, honed to a fine point in high school, in this setting is a bit dull. This is not to say that work here at Lyon College is impossible. The fact that you are here today is a testament to your intellectual capabilities, your work ethic, and your perseverance, all of which are keys to success at the college level. However, starting Tuesday morning, you will be required to think deeply and in new ways to gain the most from your academic experiences. The faculty will push you to expand your horizons and to explore possibilities that on this day you do not even know exist. The immediate challenge of classes, papers, and exams that lies before you often eclipses the seemingly distant transformation to an independent, confident, thoughtful adult that will take place in the next 3 years and 9 months, TTG, time to graduation. As I have said, you are here because you have the intellectual tools that are so important for academic success. But the other part of the recipe for transformation that cannot be measured by a standardized test or final exam grade involves character. How do you respond when your back is to the wall, when an easy solution to a difficult problem or situation presents itself, but requires that you compromise the high personal standard of conduct on which this community is built? The standard of Lyon College community is simple. We expect from all of our students, faculty, and staff a commitment to honesty and integrity in everything that we do. No matter how your courses are taught, either remotely, in person, or a hybrid of the two modes, it is incumbent upon you to be responsible for your own performance, to rely on your own abilities, to address and to overcome your own limitations. And you have the right to expect the same from everyone else in the community. The goal of high grades or some unearned advantage, whether motivated internally or externally, is never an excuse to compromise personal honor and integrity. Now, there is no denying that grades are important indicators of some elements of a student's academic performance, but we do not live or die by them. No one realistically expects absolute perfection. My own journey involved learning over the years to be okay with grades that were not always an A. That standard of excellence was always my goal, but I didn't always make the grade. But that less than perfect grade on my first college chemistry exam, rude awakening that it was, at that point was a legitimate indicator of my understanding. With advancing years and long game perspective, I have great respect for that grade. It was reflective exclusively of personal effort and showed me that college was a different world with different levels of expected performance. An unearned A or 100% would not have changed the way I viewed my priorities and capabilities, and would not have provided the reality check that showed me where I needed to be working. Please remember that a degree from Lyon College signals not merely the completion of a checklist of courses attempted over 3 years and 9 months. It is rather the acknowledgement and celebration of an accumulated body of knowledge and perspective acquired through hard work, dedication, and resilience. Your education, we hope, will lead you to the beginning of wisdom, which undoubtedly will enhance our collective humanity. Today, you are signing the Lyon College Roll of Honor, albeit remotely. In doing so, you are affirming the principle of integrity as foundational for you personally and for you as a member of this institution. All here assembled, whether on campus in our offices or in our homes around the country and around the world, welcome you warmly and officially to the Lyon community of learning and are excited to bear witness as you begin your journey down the road to academic success and personal growth. We all expect you to engage this community with intellect and strength of character. To come to the table with less does both you and this community a disservice. Thank you.
Well, welcome everyone to Matriculation for 2020. This is not at all how we had anticipated this ceremony taking place, but in a similar vein, graduation last spring was not at all how we had anticipated. It has created incredible challenges when you face a worldwide pandemic. But much like the Lyon College motto, perseverance conquers all, God willing, we continue to try to figure out creative and innovative ways to continue on as an educational community. Unfortunately, this semester that will be done largely remotely on online and virtual settings. But we are still a community, and that's the thing that we want you to understand, is that as of today, as of this matriculation ceremony, you are officially members of the Lyon community. Lyon is the thing that ties us all together. We may be Lyon biology majors or Lyon English majors. We may be Lyon soccer players or Lyon cross-country runners. We may be members of the Lyon choir or members of the Lyon art department. Lyon coaches, Lyon staff, or Lyon faculty. But first and foremost, we are Lyon. There are a lot of things that make us Lyon. Bagpipes, and while we don't have them this semester, eventually we will again have high numbers of parking complaints. Lyon is not perfect. We disagree and we argue. As a community, we fall down and we struggle. But we also keep getting back up. For 150 years, the people of Lyon College have kept fighting. We are flawed individuals who come together in this place to try to accomplish something extraordinary. And when I say in this place, I don't mean this physical place, this campus of Lyon College, although that is traditionally the way that it is done. But I say this place as the Lyon community. We come to challenge each other to grow and become better in all areas of our lives. The ideals come from our liberal arts foundation. No longer will you be given facts, asked to memorize them and spit them back out for the purpose of a test or an exam. Here, you will be given facts and information and then asked to critically think about them, to analyze them, and then to integrate them with the things that you are learning in all of your classes. At Lyon, we challenge each other to learn more. But we also challenge each other to go further in all areas of our lives, to think more critically, to be more kind, to play harder, to become more spiritual, and to become more honorable. In the coming weeks and days and months, you will learn a lot about the honor code. You will learn the rules of pledging your work, of what constitutes group work, and the specifics of plagiarism. The social code will give you guidelines for how to live as a more effective member of a community. But the culture of honor that we are attempting to create is much more than rules and regulations. We don't need to tell you that cheating is wrong. We do not need to tell you that you shouldn't copy your work from the internet, or that you shouldn't be mean to people or punch holes in walls. What we are trying to create is a place where we ask the bigger questions of what is honor? We think about the question of what it means to be honorable, where we as a community challenge each other to live more honorably. It is the bigger question and the bigger ideals that we strive to address. Similar to the difference that I mentioned above of memorizing facts in high school versus learning how to critically think and analyze them at Lyon, we just don't want you to follow the rules at Lyon. But explore what it means to you to be honorable, to what it means to have integrity, and how those concepts affect your everyday life. You are not just committing yourselves to the honor and social systems, but when you sign the roll of honor later today, you are also pledging to abide by Lyon's commitment to diversity. Our diversity statement reads, all members of Lyon College benefit from the talents and experiences of our peers, from the mutual respect we exercise, and from the responsibilities we take for our actions under our honor and social codes. Because of this, each member of the college deserves equal opportunity to learn, teach, and grow without facing intolerance and injustice. Lyon College fosters mutual respect and understanding among and for all people of different cultures, ethnicities, races, religions, sexual orientation, genders, ages, national origins, socioeconomic backgrounds, and physical abilities. It does so by promoting a definition of diversity and acceptance dynamic enough to grow in the future. The college believes that a liberal arts education necessarily encourages students to encounter differences with tolerance, respect, and in most cases, appreciation. It sees such encounters as essential to the personal growth and productive life in society. For it holds that challenges to established views both broaden and deepen understanding. Since the college recognizes that the disagreements inherent in such challenges can lead to discomfort, it particularly promotes respect for diversity in order to provide a welcoming and secure living and learning space in the face of such disagreements and ensuing discomforts. This commitment to diversity is an important feature of our college, and even more so in the challenging days that are facing our country. What I want people to understand is that a liberal arts education, that a commitment to a life of integrity and an acceptance and value of diversity creates tension. There can be destructive tension, or there can be creative tension. And what I'm asking you, the new students of Lyon College, to contemplate, to consider, and to focus on is how do we create that creative tension within our community so that each one of us is pushed and grown in ways and develop in ways that help us to become not only the best individuals that we can become, but also the best community that we can become. In a few moments, we're going to wrap up the matriculation ceremony. And after the ceremony is over, you're going to be sent an email with a link in it. And in that email, with that link, you're going to click that and you're going to sign your name, pledging yourself to the honor system. Historically, every student, every faculty member, every staff member, every coach, every administrator, at the matriculation ceremony, their first year at the college, they come forward and in front of the entire community, they sign the roll of honor. Since we are unable to do that this year in person, these forms are going to serve as your commitment to signing the roll of honor. These forms will be sent to myself, as well as to the president of the Honor Council and the president of the Social Council. We will review them, and then we will place these in a binder that will serve as this year's roll of honor. It's important that each one of you think about what you are committing yourselves to as you sign this form. That this is your word. That this is your word that you are going to take seriously what it means to be a member of the Lyon community. We thank you for making that commitment. In a few moments, you're also going to see talks by two of our recent alumni. They're going to talk to you about the experiences they had at Lyon, the challenges they faced, and the benefits of our community and the education that they received here. They're also going to pass the flame. What that means is that they are taking that flame of education and enlightenment that Lyon College tries to foster and grow over the course of your time at our institution. And each graduating class passes that on to the new incoming class as a tradition of saying, you are the next that are carrying on this tradition. You are each going to be receiving or have received a welcome package from the college. In addition to having a t-shirt and a mask, your ID cards in that package, there's also a candle. We ask you to take that candle and light it. Light it with the understanding that as you light it, you are initiating and carrying on the flame of knowledge and enlightenment from Lyon College. So I congratulate you today. I congratulate you on becoming members of the Lyon community officially. I congratulate you on the exciting start of a college career. I'm sorry that it is different. I'm sorry that it is not like the other experiences that other classes have had. But I promise you that this challenge and this experience will create in you resilience, will create in you perseverance to overcome many more challenges in the future. And as a community, we all have that in common. Welcome to Lyon.
Hello everyone, my name is Luke Shackelford and I graduated from Lyon this past May in the class of 2020, where I majored in biology and minored in psychology. I also currently serve on the Lyon Board of Trustees. First of all, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for making Lyon the next step in your academic journey. I may be biased when I say this, but I honestly feel that you are making the right choice in Lyon College. You being here today means that you have something to be proud of. Not only proud of your accomplishments that led to you being here, but also proud and excited to be joining a new community where you will set a foundation for your future. Lyon is a learning community where I have grown as a student, a friend, and as a person. By putting in your best effort, I know that Lyon can help you grow in ways that haven't occurred to you yet, and through paths that you might not even realize. For me, some of my proudest accomplishments at Lyon started with just a simple conversation. One of these conversations was with a faculty member that led to me working in his lab, which ultimately provided me with further opportunities to spend a summer researching brain cancer treatments at a medical school. And then the next summer, traveling to Chicago and Washington, D.C. to research brain development at one of the top institutes in America. And I was only able to be successful in these opportunities because of the foundation I gained by engaging at Lyon in my classes, with my professors, and with other students around me. So having just recently graduated from Lyon with all of my successes and failures in mind, let me tell you that each of you can and will achieve great accomplishments during your time at Lyon. They will all be different, but that's a good thing. However, before I sound too cliche or like a Lyon advertisement, I want you to know that there will be challenges and moments when you doubt yourself. It is in those moments that I hope you lean into the supportive community of Lyon. One of the most obvious challenges facing you today is beginning your Lyon education online due to the COVID pandemic. Although I know that this is not how you would have planned your freshman year, I hope that you take this challenge and see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to further yourself in your community, because that at its core is what Lyon is and always will be about: conquering through perseverance, just like our motto says. Lyon is going to challenge you. It will challenge you to think, to apply, and to engage. But with each challenge, there comes an important opportunity to learn. One of the most important lessons I learned while at Lyon was that the only real time we fail is when we choose not to learn from our mistakes. There will be times that you mess up, but Lyon is the place to learn from those perceived failures. And if you're like me, you will come to look back at all the times you thought you failed, only to see how far you've come. Lyon is, as you will find out over the next 4 years, an incredibly supportive community. The professors and staff are there to help you achieve your potential. Don't be afraid of communicating with them and using them as a resource. The same can be said of each other. I know being online can make connecting with other people intimidating, but use this time to start building relationships. Don't wait until classes are in person to speak with your professors, other freshmen, or even upperclassmen. Choose to have those conversations that will lead to your big opportunity instead of later. Finally, if I could sum up my advice to you, it would be to engage yourself, accept challenges, and embrace community. Congratulations to each of you again, and I can't wait to see the great things that the Lyon College class of 2024 achieves.
Hi, class of 2024. My name is Alyssa Douglas, and I was a part of the class of 2020, which graduated this last spring. So let me tell you, speaking to you right now is so nostalgic for me because I still remember sitting in your place as a freshman with my whole college experience in front of me and having no idea where that would take me. So it was a really nerve-wracking feeling, but it was also incredibly exciting. I guess the best way I could describe it would be through an Oscar Wilde quote. The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. And in hindsight, starting college at Lyon was one of the most pivotal points in my life. I came to Lyon on a wrestling scholarship, and I was from Lake City, Texas, which is about 9 hours away. So coming into Lyon, I knew no one, and I remember having a crisis over this. Really thinking things like, who am I without my past? If no one knows who I was, does that person still exist? All sorts of anxiety creeping in, as often happens when going into new situations or unknowns. So I'm really happy I finally reached the conclusion, no, I'm not necessarily that person, but that's okay. It was a weird moment where I began to let go of who I was, and I started to embrace who I could become, and Lyon was a perfect place to do that. I quickly learned that I wasn't just an athlete there, that I was a whole person, and that the faculty and staff really would push me to grow in every aspect of my life, whether it be athletics, academics, leadership, morals, you name it. They just provide the perfect balance between challenge and support that really helps us all to grow and to learn. So I guess now I sit here talking to you as a Lyon graduate, maybe a million crises later, and I really think that I would love for the freshman version of me to see who I am today. And I would also love to warn freshman me about coronavirus, but I digress. Today, my story at Lyon ends where yours begins. And I can't promise it will be easy, and honestly, I really hope it's not. I once had a coach tell me, if it's easy, you're not trying hard enough. So I hope y'all's experience is challenging. I hope it's exhilarating. I hope it's a pivotal point in your lives and that you get everything that you want out of it. I just really encourage you to embrace all the resources that Lyon has to offer. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. So really just embrace everything around you. Try to experience everything possible. And with that, I close, and I want to tell y'all goodbye and good luck on y'all's freshman year. Congratulations.
Let us pray. God of new beginnings, we ask your blessing upon these young people who have entered into covenant with Lyon and with one another today. We are grateful that their families have entrusted our faculty and staff to engage them intellectually, morally, and spiritually in their time with us. We place before you now all of our fears and hopes that we have for this coming year. Place in us a sense of peace as we look anxiously ahead. As we begin our time of study, students, may your eyes never strain and your fingers never cramp. May you bring energy and imagination to every class. May you make real connections over virtual lines. And may God give you peace, patience, and perseverance to face this coming academic year. Amen.
The matriculation exercises will close with the singing of the alma mater. Gentlemen, remove your caps once more. Let us all be upstanding.